You were unable to avoid accepting an invitation to late afternoon tea with Princess Azalyne and her favorites, among who you are now convinced are the most gossipy set of delegates the Isle has ever seen. On the whole, you considered the affair one great waste of time, for what use is there in knowing in greater detail than you ever wished to the various types of undergarments used by the Skald warriors, or what color stockings is fashionable in the Welland court, or who was waking up their neighbors in the middle of the night practicing their violin?
Okay, that's scandalous. Just saying.
Scandalous! There was one bit of gossip, however, that seemed interesting. Not that anyone else came out and said it, but it appears there are two factions among the Revere delegates, and they don't get along at all. Of course, no one was so helpful as to explain what their differences seemed to be. Oh well, there's plenty of time to worry about such things later. For now, you have things to do. Okay, so now we can explore the castle, ask someone for skill advice or self-improvement. We were working, I think, on Grace?
No.
Etiquette?
Yeah, it was etiquette. Because we were going for
etiquette?
things that we were close to reaching the threshold for.
Right. Okay, so let's go back and do etiquette then. I think that was self-improvement? Yes.
Yes, it is. And that should give us the 5 to get to 50.
Beauty. You spend some time reading up on some old etiquette guides. Fire Day. A new day dawns. The self-introductions are tomorrow. Dear God, we're gonna die. Okay, so we can...
Wait, I
What?
thought there were 3 days of introductions.
Oh,
Or did we
yeah.
do an event? Or is it like if an event is one day, then self-improvement's another day?
I'm not... No, I don't think so. I'm confused now. I think there's
I
two...
smell a conspiracy.
Okay, so what should we go for now? Let's see. So we've got etiquette at 50.
Is there anything we can get up to 50? Doesn't look
Don't
like it.
think so. Probably not. We could try working towards poise. Or
We got courage at 40.
do we? Oh, I'm not sure how to get courage though. I forget which one gives us courage.
Otherwise, insight is 35. Cunning is 30. Leadership's 35.
Get to these though. Let's see. Okay, so you look at
Can
that.
you
Let's
ask
see.
someone for skill advice?
Academics, eloquence, politics, welfare, history. Oh, cunning. We can. Yeah, we can ask people for skill advice.
Get beauty tips from the maids. Learn to defend yourself from Anna. Wander the Isles with Emmett. Skulk around the castle with Haymin, which was cunning, wasn't it? Stealth.
No, I
Practice
think that's
dancing.
secrets. Dancing was Grace, I think.
You know, I kind of just want to talk with Anna and get her to teach us how to defend ourselves.
You want to learn self-defense?
I mean, we're at 10, so it's not going to make a difference, is it?
Not really, but I mean, we could if you want to talk to Anna.
Hey, no,
Be
it's up to
happy
you.
about it. Well,
What's
mean-
exploring the castle again?
hold on. What was exploring the castle? I feel like it's... No, it's not secrets. Was it secrets? I'm not sure. Could be courage. Self-defense, leadership, beauty, eloquence, charm, grace, poise. I don't know. Cunning. Because cunning we can learn on our own.
Okay.
Cunning we learned on our own.
Cunning we could get up to 35.
Okay. Well, we could do that then. Welfare, political, academic, people, flora, fauna, history. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what exploring the castle with him does. But we could go for cunning if you want.
Sure, let's do cunning. Is that self-improvement?
Yeah, it's self-improvement. There you go. You spend
Cunning.
time reading novels about pirates and other cunning figures. We should be cunning. We're pirates. Sometimes it seems as if you are destined to be cursed with unfortunate seat partners. Perhaps you have inadvertently angered whoever among the staff was in charge of the seating charts. Jasper is setting up another pile of improving books for you to read as you decide to ask him.
No, I think I should have heard it if you were displeased, Mrs. White. Why do you ask? What happened at dinner this time?
You sigh heavily. I had to stop a Skald warrior from stabbing a Welland lord with her dinner knife. Should we really be giving the Skalds sharp weapons at the dinner table? Jasper blinked at you, the sides of his mouth twitching a very little. Oh, he's smiling. You sigh again, remembering again what was supposed to be a pleasant dinner escalated into chaos and near murder.
That's a lord, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Unnatural.
This would probably be me, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
What did you mumble about, oh poofy-pented one? One of your endless boring comments on the weather, perhaps?
I said it's positively unnatural, a blight against the gods.
What is a blight against your weak gods?
It is not our gods, it is the gods, the only true gods. Only you heathens in Skuld, Jael, and Heis are so ignorant and misguided to think differently.
Your puny gods are not our gods, therefore there must be other gods.
Oh god. Unnatural even. This is what comes from allowing women into the domains the gods decreed for men. If it were up to me, Wellin would invade you post-haste and put all of you unnatural creatures under the rightful leadership of good husbands, so you can live in the kitchens and domestic sphere where you belong. Surely the king in his divine wisdom will recognize the need to spread the Father's truth to such a forsaken land and lead us to God's blessed victory against your people soon.
And that's about when her face turned purple with rage and she lunged at him with her dinner knife. You rubbed your head, just remembering the pounding headache that it had caused.
I mean, she's definitely in the right there.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure it is no surprise that they cannot get along. The two nations are truly on the brink of war. We can only hope that they somehow find a way to negotiate peace during the summit. Otherwise, it's doomed to be war for sure.
You just hope that war, if it begins, won't be started by someone stabbing someone sitting next to you at the dinner table. But after tonight, your hopes weren't exactly optimistic. In any case, you refused to let them ruin your evening. You still had plans.
Nope.
Okay, so what were we at with cunning?
We're at 35. So in theory, we could have gotten our courage up to 50.
Yeah, but if we could figure out how to get courage, because I'm not entirely sure.
It's fine. Let's just carry on doing cunning.
Cunning it is. You spend time reading novels about pirates and other cunning figures. Star Day. A new day dawns. The self-introductions are today. Today is the day of your event. Your week has been so busy you can hardly believe that you had time to pull it together, but you did. Finally, the preparations and the planning are done, although you had to wake up extremely early this morning, far before the sun to ensure it. It is no small miracle, especially considering the fact that you also have your self-introductions later today to worry about. Jasper, who you think got even less sleep than you did, walks up and nods at you gravely.
We finally have a final headcount for today's attendance. Princess Inali has agreed to attend the tea, although her butler thought it necessary to remind us that this sort of event is not the type that the princess has much experience with. Prince Lyle has sent his regrets. Lord Claremont has accepted your invitation to tea.
Yay.
Earl Emmett has agreed to attend your tea and is enthusiastically looking forward to it. Princess Penelope has sent her pleased acceptance. Princess Cordelia has accepted your invitation.
So 5 people have accepted your invitation and will join you for tea. Hooray! Your guests arrive, more or less, on time. The tea is hot, and you are prepared to make sure everyone enjoys the 2 most important parts of a social tea, the food and the conversation. Princess Penelope smiles shyly as she arrives and hands you a neatly wrapped package. I hope you don't mind, but these are some of my favorites from home. I hoped we could share.
What, our stuff's not good enough for her?
No, clearly not. The princess has brought some very high-quality Welland sweets. You imagine they will go over very well with your other guests. You smile and thank her, causing her to beam.
Smile and throw him in the fire.
Toss. Your guests settle into the comfortable chairs, couches, and settees?
Settees? You don't have the word settee in Canada?
I've never heard of that
that's what we
before.
would call a sofa. Call it a settee.
A settee. I figured that would be the couches.
That's the same thing, a sofa and a settee.
That's okay. As Jasper, Rhea, and Sarah hurry about to make sure everyone is comfortable and has been served. See, we've got couches, like the 3-seaters and bigger, and then we've got like the 2-seaters that are, those are love seats, and then we just got chairs.
A sofa and a couch and a settee are all the same thing.
That's
really.
so weird.
We don't call them love seats. We know what they are, but you just say like it's a 2-seater or a 3-seater sofa.
Oh, all right, fair. It takes only a few moments for judgment on your refreshments to have been reached. What? Okay. The aromatic blend you purchased from Jael was well worth the money. People are sighing happily as they savor the hot drink. You have never seen such small, elegant pieces of perfection turn sophisticated people into starving wolves with such precision. The purchase of the Arland tea cakes seemed to have been well worth the investment. Your refreshments have been a big success. Your guests are all eating and drinking very happily. Almost everyone accepted your invitation. This is quite the achievement and will increase your reputation. Heck yes! Your guests have finished sampling your refreshments and eyeing one another. Are now beginning to get restless. Oh. It's up to you, the hostess, to direct the conversation. Oh god, we're not leaders. Attempt to make your guests feel comfortable with one another. Try to find just the right thing to say to make your guests happy. Take your moment in the spotlight and charm your guests. Use your quick wit to make your guests laugh. I've finished conversing. Goes into a corner.
Charm.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's charm the pants off of all of them.
Yes, charm.
Yes, yes. A few moments of a focused charm offensive, and you have your guests practically fighting to sit next to you.
The reverse harem.
Okay, so which one do we want to do now?
What have we got? What are the options?
Okay, so we can make them feel comfortable with one another. We can try and find the right thing to say to make them happy. We can use our quick wit to make the guests laugh, or we can finish conversing.
We have really high eloquence. Maybe make them feel for just the right thing to say?
Okay, let's try that then. Let's make them happy. You manage to find a few really good things to say as your guests grow happier. The atmosphere grows brighter with them.
Yes.
Okay, so now we can make them feel comfortable with one another, or we can make them laugh.
This is up to you now.
Oh dear God. Let's try to make them feel comfortable with each other. Thankfully, you couldn't be better at getting people to do what you want. Oh, yes, we're manipulative.
Yes.
All it takes is a few encouraging words and some supportive gestures, and your guests are opening up to one another and relaxing to enjoy one another's company. And now we'll make them laugh.
Yeah.
Make them laugh, make them cry. You get a few smiles, but really your efforts seem to have little effect. Oh, we're not very witty. As soon as
Penelope just bursts into tears.
Oh, no! We made fun of her poofy sleeves. As soon as both the conversation and the tea dry up, your guests slowly get up to leave. In their hurry, one of the partially filled teacups gets knocked over. You don't manage to catch it in time, but luckily the damage to the table and your dignity is minimal. Grace failure.
Wow.
Yep, we suck. Your guests chat with one another a little, but one by one they drift to you to give you their goodbyes. Lord Claremont thanks you with a warm smile.
Thank you for your invitation, Lady Fremy. I couldn't think of a better way to have spent the morning.
Earl Emmett bounds up to you, whistling cheerfully.
Thanks for the invitation, Lady Fremy. It was a dashed good way to spend the morning.
Princess Penelope beams at you. Thank you for inviting me, Lady Fremy. I'm glad we are becoming such good friends. Princess Cordelia gives you a polite smile and a slight curtsy. Thank you for the invitation, Lady Fremy. I hope to return the favor soon. Anna shakes her head disbelievingly. I can't believe this frou-frou, sip-sip, chat-chat is what you people do for fun. Still, I like being with you, Framy. If I must endure tiny little cups of easy breakings to see you smile, I will.
Yo, she's a sure thing.
Yeah, she's so sweet. I love her so much. And as the last guest leaves, so ends your duties as hostess. Your first event is done, but how do you think you did? Your tea went really, really well. You are a great hostess. I knew it!
That's the nicest thing anyone has ever said about me.
Aw, Lami.